It's crazy. Sometimes I am sitting here in my office and I say to myself, you know what I want to do? I want to talk to people and say, hey, what's up, people? Let's talk. And then they say, we don't really want to talk to you, Mike. But then they start asking questions. So we'll wait a couple minutes, let some people get in because we just went live and we'll answer some questions. And it'll be a big, fun, good time, if you know what I mean. And then there's a gentleman by the name of Tyler who's over in Germany for some reason. And then there's a gentleman named Todd who says, "Hey, what's up, Mister?" And want to say what's up to both of you guys. Todd, what's up, brother? How are you, Mister Payne? Love it. Um, so what are you guys up to? That's the question. Mr. Payne. Oh, that was weird. But I hopped on. We actually just got off of our, we do a Wednesday session with a group of fellow entrepreneurs who are looking to grow their business. We do one-on-one training. Justin Rogers and myself do. And we just got done with our first session of those guys. It was awesome. Really great group of folks. Wrapping up a $17,000 roof wash, house wash. Now, Todd, I need to know about this. What is the square footage of this? Because that's absolutely incredible. Very, very cool. Todd's up in New Jersey. In fact, we just got off the phone with these two young kids that have got a pressure washing business. They just started it, and they were saying that they were making, I want to say, $50,000 a month. And I don't know if I believe it, but if Todd's up there doing a $17,000 roof and house wash, then maybe they are. You do a couple of those and you're hitting some big numbers. Todd, how long is that job going to take you? And did you do it by yourself? Interesting stuff. And Jordan Pierce says, I just finishing up pressure washing and soft washing trailer built by yourself for 16-foot trailer. That is awesome. Jordan, how much money do you have invested in your trailer and what kind of equipment is on the trailer? 5 days solo. That ain't bad. But that's awesome, Todd. You should be very proud of yourself. So anybody else have any huge wins like that? We actually did have a couple big wins. Closed an $84,000 yearly contract with a relatively big credit union. And we closed a $3.4 million 2-year contract with one of the biggest warehousing companies in the United States. And pretty freaking cool. And so we're going to be tackling those jobs. It is going to be a little bit of a challenge logistically because with the size of our business, obviously we're not going to be able to handle all of these. And obviously also it's not all at once. We've got these spread out over, the course of a year, but we are in Jacksonville, Savannah, Charleston, and Virginia, as well as they want us to go to Houston. Now, we're not sending anybody to Houston. We're not sending anybody to Virginia. We will probably handle Jacksonville, Savannah, and Charleston, but we will be outsourcing to some of the others. And depending on the schedule, we will probably be bringing in some help as well. So pretty cool. Very, very cool, actually. So excited about those contracts. And what these do is they kind of give you a little bit of breathing room. We talk about, the summer slowdown, the winter months that sometimes can slow down. And when you are able to, push some of these commercial contracts to the slower times, it makes life a lot easier and a lot less stressful. So if anybody is in here, you've got any questions, hit me up. We can talk about the marketing. We can talk about equipment. We can talk about whatever it is that you guys need help with to make your business that much better. And if anybody's watching and you need good software to help manage your business, please check out Quote IQ. It's something that we have been developing and continue to work on. It's on the Apple Store. It's on the Google Play Store, but you can also try it for $1 any tier at myquoteiq.com. So go ahead and check that out. Casey Jones says money washing, like money laundering. And And then there's some French in here, which I don't understand, but I would like to say parlez-vous soit, if that means anything. I don't think it does. I think I learned that from Pepe Le Pew on the Roadrunner, if that's where he was on the cartoons. And I'm dating myself. Let's see. I bought an $800 farm trailer, a 330-gallon water tote, a 65-gallon bleach tank, 25-gallon surfactant tank plumbed to a mixing valve, and running a 5.5 gallon per minute inline pump. That's great. That sounds like quite a setup. And do you know what the total price is that you've got for the the entire setup? That is very cool. What else do we have here? Todd says, quote IQ is fire. You're absolutely right. Peruse until I can get an AR-45 pump next. Yeah, we have the AR-45. We've also got a Sweet 16 from Southeast Soft Wash. Pretty comparable, right? Like really on the trigger, you can't tell that much of a difference. It's just really, a matter of flow. But we've also got, the smaller 5.5 and 6 GPM pumps that do a great job, man. We love roof washing. Roof washing is so profitable. You just saw what Todd said, $17,000. That's incredible. Let's see. Congrats, Mike, on the huge contract. How would you usually subcontract that on someone in the area that you're not in? Yeah. So fortunately, because of our platform, and also with Quote IQ, we're able to reach a lot of different people, and can kind of, we'll have to vet, we'll have to make sure that they're qualified, they've got the proper equipment to get the jobs done, that they've done work like this before. There's a lot of moving parts, but we're going to have to do our part in order to vet the folks that we're going to bring on to subcontract. So they're obviously going to need, insurance. They're going to have workers comp, because these are all requirements, although they would be technically under our umbrella, but still just that's how I've been advised to move forward with this, because it is so big. Well, that's awesome, Jordan. Built a trailer less than $3,000, and you're going to be up and running. You're going to be making a ton of money. And then obviously, as you make more money, you can reinvest into things like the AR-45 that you mentioned. That's great. 8 gallon per minute machine is going to make life a lot easier in the future. Neptune Red. Yes, I can. I will get right on that. Why am I seeing two of the same stream up? Because I'm broadcasting on both channels, Quote IQ and my channel. Let's see. Send Neptune Red to, dude, I tell you what, that Taco Bell sauce, boy, do I love it. It's really good. And Matthew Rocha, he is he's been a great guy to know. He's in the inner circle. He does a lot of stuff. But he actually makes his own hot sauce, and he's sending me some. I'm a big fan of hot sauce, so very excited about that. Let's see. I did the research. My bad. Carry on with your day. Okay, great. I don't know what that was. Oh, I see. I hate using Harbor Freight tools, but when I started this 5 months ago with only $36 a bucket and a squeegee, I have to do it slowly. Harbor Freight has its place. In fact, I need a stepped drill bit for installing a hose reel. Our Titan hose reel just completely, well, it's not a function of Titan. The hose reel is very old. And I was putting on a new super swivel, and popped the entire end of it off. And instead of messing with the entire thing, I had a spare hose reel, and where I'm putting that on, but I need a step drill because I've lost mine. I lost my tool. So I'm going to go to Harbor Freight and get a cheap one because I just need it for a second. Well, I just had some broccoli. Well, great. I don't know why you're talking. What advice do you have for people to do in winter season? Dominic, that's a great question. And, one of the most common things that I would tell you is to get into Christmas lights, right? Christmas light installation is a highly profitable business that you can get in if you've got a current customer base. If you're in any kind of home service business, leverage that customer base, market to them with your new service, which is Christmas lights. Very profitable, and it gets even more profitable each year that you have recurring customers because they've already paid for the lights. You keep the lights, you store the lights, you reinstall the lights. So now you're just charging for labor, but you charge the same price. So, with all of that being said, if you're interested, there is a link in the description of this video for the Christmas Light Boot Camp. And now is the time to start, learn the process, learn what you need to do, get the equipment, start selling, start promoting, start marketing, because now is the time to start lining up your customers. Because when it gets to be October, it's too late. Your competition has already been marketing. So get out there now, get started. Christmas Light Boot Camp. You can get it from us. It's phenomenal, and all the information that you need. You look like that lady that does cake farts at birthday parties. Quack, quack. I don't know what that means, but I love cake. I love parties, and I love ducks. So if that has any bearing on your comment, then by all means, I bet that lady is a beautiful person, because I know for a fact that I'm pretty handsome. So I think so. And really that's all that matters, right? Confidence in yourself is something that's very important. Love me some hot sauce. Do you have a favorite book? Yeah, I do. I don't have a favorite book. I read constantly because I think learning, educating myself, getting better, broadening my skill set, paying down my ignorance debt, if you will, is something that reading and consuming, different forms of content, is something that everybody should do, which just will enhance, your life in general. The smarter you are, the better that you can get at something, the more you know, it's really beneficial. So I don't have a favorite book. And where are you from? Because you spelled favorite funny, like yours. I don't know. I'm doing snow removal in the winter because I live in the mountains of Colorado and we get a lot of snow. I love it. Yeah, I absolutely love Colorado. And I was going to see what hat I was wearing. Yeah, we love skiing, so Colorado is great. Um, what else? Where in Colorado are you? Okay, let's see if I've missed any. Um, we have got a lot of really stupid people in there. Put user in timeout. Okay, so Alex for High League, and probably a lot of people don't know who Alex for High League is, but Alex for High League is probably the second greatest um, lacrosse player to come out of Savannah, Georgia. And Alex is now he's a gentleman of distinguish at Auburn University, finishing up over there. And he asked what my favorite commercial is, and I would have to say that my current favorite commercial is gutter guard commercials. I love the gutter guard commercials because these guys will get on there and they tell old people all the time, get gutter guards and you'll never have to get up on a roof again to clean out your gutters. But what they don't tell you is you're still going to have to get up on a ladder to clean off the gutter guards. So they're taking advantage of all of these old people by, insinuating that they're never going to have to clean out their gutters. And in theory, they don't have to clean out their gutters. They have to clean off their gutters. So they're still either going to have to get up there. And old people, you know, they're probably going to die. They're going to fall off a ladder. They're going to break a hip. Alex's father is somebody that he likes to do everything himself, right? And Big Al is not at the age where he should be climbing up ladders, especially at their house. They've got a big house, and you put a big ladder up there. Al's going to fall. He's going to hurt. Uh, so yeah, like I'm kind of out of here. I'm in Southern Colorado near Alamosa, but I have been thinking about getting bandit signs that simply say roof house wash as advertising. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Definitely have a call to action. Just house wash or roof wash, it definitely tells people what they're doing, but scroll through my channel and search for bandit signs and you'll see some of the strategies that I implement that do really good. Let's see. Um, Let's see. Combine pressure washing with pool cleaning. I'm busy, so I have to turn people away. That is awesome. And that's something that's great. You find a niche, you drill down on it, and you can, make sure that you are a lot busier. Give me 1 second. Okay. I apologize. Let's see. Is paying an SEO company 250 to 500 a month worth it? Yes. If you do not have the experience to actually, run, excuse me, run your own ads effectively, because there is a science to this, right? It's not just as easy as you might think. Then you definitely need to, hire somebody and then learn what they're doing, right? Like we do this all the time. We hire companies to do things, and then when we become proficient, efficient, and profitable at doing those things, then we no longer need those companies, and we just bring it in house and do it in house. And so, learn from the people that are doing the SEO, and then, if you want, bring it in house or hire somebody on your own staff to do that for you. Let's see. Your eyeballs are too far apart. Can you fix them? No, I unfortunately my eyeballs can't be fixed. I've actually looked into this. When God made me, He put my eyeballs like right there, and it actually is. I don't think they're too far apart. I think they're actually quite perfect. But what it does allow me to do is I can look at both sides like a duck, and so it's an advantage. It's almost like I'm a superhero. But thank you for pointing that out. I'm sure that you're perfect. Let's see. Oh God, I'm funny. Let's see. Um, Facebook just isn't getting it. Yeah, no, I mean, Facebook has a purpose, but Facebook isn't or shouldn't be the only means of marketing your business. You need to have 5 or 6 different ways to get eyeballs on your business. If you don't, then it's not a good thing. Let's see. Hi, Mike Ozzy from Florida. Question: I'm trying to figure out how, for traveling wise, do you think is a proper area to service? You know, the busier you are, the less you have to travel. And if you can consolidate all of your travel in one, a small location, then you're going to be more efficient, more profitable, because you don't have as much windshield time. Um, but if you're just starting out, you go where the work is. I mean, I wouldn't drive 2 hours, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that is probably as far as we would go. But if I didn't have lead flow, I didn't have customers, if my schedule wasn't full, then we would move further out. I know guys that market to different cities all around, and there's different ways to do that, but you know, you do what you have to do to make the business successful. Joey Warnick, my business has failed. Want to buy my rig? I don't want your rig, and I'm sorry your business failed. What kind of rig do you have, and how much do you want to sell it for? Because somebody might be here, or you're just being a silly Billy and saying that. But why did your business fail? More importantly, were you not good at marketing? Were you not good at sales? Was the market oversaturated? Like, what's your excuse? Just curious. Let's see. Angie's List reached out to sign up with them, but it seemed like a losing cause to pay for leads that might not be true. Run from Angie's List. I think it's a scam. I wouldn't mess with them at all. Definitely not. And also, if you're watching and you've not given the little video the thumbs up thing, please go ahead and do that. That tells YouTube that, you like what you see. Maybe you don't like what you see, but maybe you're picking up on something that can help your business grow. So that is it. Why does that old retarded guy watch your videos and then make videos complaining about you? I don't know. I don't know. I know who you're talking about, because every once in a while somebody sends me one of his videos, and look, the guy he's got a phenomenal business, right? I know that I think it was his dad's business, and then he took it over, and he's been doing it for like 65 or 70 years, and like the dude makes a ton of money. The problem I find, and not specifically about this gentleman because I don't know him, I think that he does a good job, right? Like he's got big jobs, big contracts, heavily into the commercial. But a lot of people mistake success with working 24/7 hours a day. or working manually, right? Like I unfortunately, I don't sleep. I don't like to sleep. I think sleep is a waste of time. So I'm up unbelievably early. And as soon as I wake up, I'm thinking about how to move the needle in the businesses that I'm involved in. And I'm involved in multiple different businesses. Obviously, we've got, our home service industry, uh, service business that we run and operate, right? I've got great employees. I've got systems in place that allow that to relatively, kind of work on its own. It's been around for 20 plus years. And because of that, you know, there's not a lot that I have to do. The marketing's in place and the lead flow is there. The guys stay busy, and that's awesome, right? Obviously, I've got Quote IQ. That's my main focus. We've got Quote IQ Cam, which is our newest software that we've brought out, which is awesome. It's on the Apple Store, it's on the Google Play Store. Check it out. There's probably a link in the description for that. But with all of that being said, um, you don't have to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to feel good about yourself. What you need is to understand that we work so we can enjoy the fruit of our labor, right? I don't want to be, you know, 70 years old or whatever and still working. That's not what I want to do. I want to grow enough, build enough, and have enough savings to where I don't have to be out, grinding every single day. Let's see. Um, Angie's called me too. Yeah, Angie's calls and texts me daily. Effing annoying. That's funny. Joey has got a BE 3500 PSI 8 gallon per minute machine, single axle trailer, got a promotion at work, making six figures, easier, safe career, not enough time to work on the side gig. Yeah, absolutely. So if anybody needs, Joey, tell him how to get in contact with you. He's got a nice little rig there. Some could make somebody a ton of money with an 8 gallon per minute machine. Let's see. A lot of it seems like clickbait. People post complaint videos and then they might be what he does those videos. A lot of it. I don't know. What are some of the best gutter cleaning tools you recommend? Your hands with a glove and a bucket or some bags to clean everything out. Our guys, they do what they can with their hands, and then they blow everything else out with either the pressure washer or a blower if they're able to walk on the roof. Forever self-employed. He just says gay and it's like gay. And so I appreciate that, Justin. If anybody of you, and I'm sure a lot of you guys aren't familiar with Justin from Forever Self-Employed, he's got a YouTube channel that most of you guys probably haven't ever seen. But if you're interested in vending machines or flipping Ford Rangers, stuff like that, go check him out. He's really good at that. And obviously I'm only kidding. He is my partner in Quote IQ and unbelievably smart young man. Okay, I just bought a whole company with 700 customers and customer factor to email they are transferring to me. I've never owned a business before. Any advice? I just bought a whole company with 700 customers in customer factor to email they are transferring to me. That's great. I've never owned a business before. Any advice? Yeah. Okay, first, you are way ahead of a lot of people that are just starting out because most people spend a long time getting 700 people's email addresses. You've got, and I would get rid of customer factor immediately. I'd go to myquoteiq.com, get that set up as quickly as possible, import all of your customers over to Quote IQ. Then you can implement mass text and email blasts as well as your email automation. That's going to, it's basically a nurturing thing that's going to keep people, keep your business in front of your customers forever. And so I would highly encourage you to do that, right? Email automation, email and text blast, all available in Quote IQ. Check it out and you'll be in a very good place. Is he self-declaring? I don't know what that. No, he's not. Someone asked why someone takes your videos and does negative reviews for it for clickbait. Oh, gotcha. I didn't see that, but that's a guy that I was just talking about. it's all good. I actually, it happens a lot. People get angry when I don't know if it's like they don't feel good about themselves, or like, I mean, I know a couple guys that all they do is watch YouTube videos, right? In our own space, like in the pressure washing space, which it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me because, like, I don't know, like, what value are you getting? Like, is it to make yourself feel better because you think you're doing better than them? Or is it because you're trying to learn from them? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's all good. Um, let's see. Uh, yeah. Let's see. Your videos are calming. I like them. Well, thank you, Tia. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Thank you above and beyond. I think he was talking about another Justin. Um, Your one-on-one coaching, is it one-on-one Zoom calls, or multiple people on the call? I did something like this with you, Justin, Aaron, in the past, and it was 2 people per call, and I just wanted to know. So yeah, it is, this is, we say one-on-one just because that's the easiest way to convey what we're doing. Very small groups, like, 3 to 4 people in each group, sometimes a little bit more. But what we have found, and the people that have been in these groups, I think, benefit more from having a small group of like-minded people, entrepreneurs, business owners that are all working towards the same goal. Because what we found is the questions that people ask, the problems that people run into, right? That's overarching. And so because of that, when we can address this guy's problem here, this guy is going to benefit from it because at some point he may run into it, and vice versa. So very small groups. This is accountability. This is laying the blueprint for you. It's sharing. Basically, it's an 8-week program. The first 4 weeks we focus primarily on lead gen. The next is scaling and commercial. And so those are the things that you can expect to learn. And if you've got any questions, there should be a link in the description of this video for that. Um, let's see. I love soda. Well, thanks, cool dude Dave. Justin says, uh, come on, guys, let's all hit the thumbs down and really help Mike out. I think that's very sweet, Justin. And Justin is very familiar with the thumbs down because when, he'll probably put out a video today that'll be terrible. And everyone is just like, oh, but it is what it is. Like, Justin, I hope you keep trying. And I hope that people will see this, because I know that when you go live, you've never seen numbers like this before. But so everybody that's watching, go over, see Forever Self-Employed, subscribe to his channel, click the little bell for notifications. So when he drops a boring video that won't help you, you'll be notified. And I'm kidding. That's funny though. I'm hilarious. What are some of the benefits of using Quote IQ? Is it a CRM platform specifically targeted at pressure washing companies? Eric, Quote IQ is specific to home service industries. We have built this for anybody that is providing services, right? And what we found is it's not just, obviously I've owned pressure washing businesses, I've owned lawn care businesses, but we have photographers, mobile detailers, pet groomers. We've got plumbing, HVAC, carpet cleaners, everybody not everybody, but there are a large amount of people from all different service industries that are able to utilize this. And it is a CRM, but calling it a CRM is a disservice to Quote IQ and a real compliment to just CRMs, because there are just a bunch of CRMs out there. And a lot of these CRMs are charging you out the ass, bending you over every single month. And that's not what we're about. We are actually service business owners that understand the importance of, every penny counts, right? You're running a tight ship. You're also wearing a lot of hats. And so what we've done is we've taken all of the stuff that I needed and built it out in one space, in one platform. So you do not have to have 6 different apps. to run your business. It's all in one place. So I definitely encourage you to check it out, myquoteiq.com. Set up a demo call. You can have one of our guys walk you through the entire app, show you, the main features and how it can help your business. And it's completely customizable and we can tailor it for you specifically. So something to think about. Let's see here. I watch a lot of YouTube videos for advice on removing different types of materials or reviews on products before buying chemicals. Yeah, absolutely. Instead of jumping right in, what's the best way to get hands-on experience? I've spoken with a bunch of local guys and offered for me to help for free, and they're still not taking me up on it because, Justin, they see you as competition. And it's kind of a sad state the way that I look at it. And like a prime example, we have the one-on-one training. I've got a guy from Savannah, Georgia, my town, who is in this group. Okay. And am I worried that he's going to take business from me? I'm not. Am I worried that I'm oversaturating the industry and helping people grow? I am not. There is more work than any single person can do in any single market. And to use that as an excuse not to either help people or to, make excuses why your business isn't successful it's laughable. And so, what's the best way? Get out there and do it, man, right? Get how to wash, shortcut the learning curve, and then get out there and get hands-on experience yourself. Buy a machine, go out and do your house, your parents' house, your friend's house, right? That's the way to get started, I think. Or try learning how to market my business, as that is a weak area of mine. Yeah, absolutely. Jordan is talking about educating himself on various aspects and how he utilizes YouTube. Let's see. Justin is headed to Southeast Softwash this weekend for Serious Starter Boot Camp. That is awesome. You're going to learn a lot. Lots of great information down there. So best of luck and enjoy yourself. And he's also got how to wash. That is great. What's up, Exterior Cleaning Solutions, St. Louis? I love it. Get Quote IQ. I agree. James Bass is in the house. What's up, James? Hope you're doing well. I know it has been a long time. I thought maybe you weren't interested in what I had to say anymore. Okay, what do we got here? Justin has been using Quote IQ since I started my pressure washing business here in Lancaster, PA. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Thanks, guys. And I must say, go Steelers. Let's go. Makes me. Oh, I love this. Eric, Quote IQ is a game changer. It makes me stand out from the competition. I have pressure washing business as well as a handyman company, and it is awesome. Well worth every penny. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Todd says Quote IQ is worth every penny. Clutch, asset, and at my fingers, it handles it all. I love it. Worth free work. This is a great question. Are reviews worth free work? Now, reviews are so important for small businesses, right? It's instant credibility. It's social proof. This is the modern day word of mouth. People look at Google. People look like when you go buy something on Amazon, you look at the reviews, right? If it's got like 1 star and there's 30 reviews, you're like, maybe I don't want to buy this. Same premise with Google reviews. The more reviews that you can stack in your favor, the better your business is going to perform as far as ranking higher. And that's what we all want. So are reviews worth free work? I think initially when you're starting off and you're building your knowledge base, your experience, and some free work is going to allow you to take some videos. It's going to allow you to take some before and after pictures. It's going to allow you to ask for reviews. So yeah, I am not a huge fan of doing free work, but there is a time and a place for everything. And if you're going to do something for free, make it worth your while and get that review, because that review is actually, in the long run, it's worth a lot. Let's see. Eric says, awesome. Thanks for that. I also just signed up for the company cam trial. Okay. That is not company cam. We have Quote IQ cam. And so if I try what I need, okay, you never need that. All you need is Quote IQ cam. Go back to the App Store, sign up for the free trial for Quote IQ cam, because that's the one that you want. And lastly, what's this Zoom call training thing? Okay, it's one-on-one training with Justin Rogers and myself, and it's an 8-week program, deep dive into your business, you can check it out. There's a link for one-on-one coaching down below, so you can have a look see at that. Loved your last video last night on getting commercial business. I appreciate that. And James just signed a $51,000 recurring contract a few months back. See, that is amazing, man, and super excited for you. Um, Todd, who is just finishing up a $17,000 house and roof job, residential, right? 5 days, I think he said it took him, did it by himself. Absolutely phenomenal. Todd is a beast. And he said, I need to review it every single property. Even if I have to take a loss on one of my tasks, I will. Those reviews are priceless in building your empire. Absolutely. It's getting bright outside. Okay. Walks with Wildo Baggins. Okay. Wet Willies came in at the tail end of the live. Great info always. That's funny. I actually just got a message today from Wet Willies. They actually are a daiquiri place and they needed some stuff done. So we're going to be taking care of that for them. Let's see. Nice says get the training. Absolutely. I've thought about doing free work for a city doing graffiti removal at the skate park to help out the community. Well, man, I think kind of with skate parks, it's kind of cool to have graffiti, but I wouldn't. Okay, so this is my thought. All right, free work for a municipality, they're going to tax you. They're going to, like, trust me, it's not worth it. And I would, if you're going to do any kind of free work, do it for like an old person that is not capable of doing it anymore. Find somebody that's deserving, not somebody that you're paying. Right. I don't know. That's just me. I'll be looking at 5 different Home Depots in a couple weeks, I'm guessing for now, but I'm seeing at least 100K recurring on them. That is great. What if people don't want to move their stuff? Do you still do the job? And that's a great question. So we have got a contract that we send out with every single estimate. And in that contract, it has got all of the things listed that are required of our customers. We set expectations. We talk about all kinds of things, including moving their property so we don't have to. And if we do have to, in the contract that they sign when they agree to the estimate and quote IQ, there is a charge if we do that. Now, if it's excessive, then we'll have a conversation about, hey, we're going to have to charge you a little bit more. If it's just a few things, it's not a big deal. We're just going to go ahead and do that. So, it's kind of a case by case thing, but it's essential to have a contract, a customer contract, terms and conditions, if you will, in place so you can protect yourself like this. Just same thing with like payment terms, right? You can offer a percentage off, a discount, like 1%, 10, net 30 for commercial stuff like that. That will incentivize people to pay you more, but you put it in the contract and that covers you should, somebody slow pay or something like that. So just stuff to think about. And I think we're pretty much caught up. I would love to know, let's see. Okay, here's one. Mike, how did you land the big commercial job for 3 point? Okay. Yeah. So that one, if you recall, okay. So I made a video yesterday talking about a big contract that we just got. Very excited. And this is to date the largest commercial contract that we have got. And it stemmed from one of the other biggest commercial jobs that we'd ever done, which was 2 warehouses, over $100,000. And these are 1,000,000 square foot warehouses, giant places. And we had set them up on a biannual cleaning as well for those 2. What we didn't know at the time was the people that develop and manage these warehouses are the biggest management company in the United States. And I can't remember, 600 million square feet of warehouses they own all over. And obviously with Savannah being a port city, we have got these giant warehouses everywhere and they continue to pop up, just like it's like a sea of gray and white. Like when you fly over, you're flying into Savannah, just warehouse after warehouse. But that's very common for all port cities: Jacksonville, Charleston, Savannah, Virginia, and Houston. And so with all of that being said, this company, they liked the work that we did. We had a very like I thought my price was fair. It was also very profitable. Um, and when they asked if we traveled, I was like, absolutely. What do you have in mind? And they're like, we'd like to, talk about, setting up a 2-year contract for all of their Southeast region, to have one company handle all of that, someone that they trusted. So we gained credibility by doing a good job. We communicated. We had, I don't know. I mean, that's what it all comes down to. It was, I guess, a good customer experience for them, a good end product. We performed multiple times. We've done those warehouses a couple times each, and in that process, we earned their trust, and we proved that we are capable of doing it in the time that we said we would do it in, when we said we were going to do it, and we nailed it. So, yeah, pretty fucking exciting. That's how we landed $3.4 million pressure washing contract. Let's see. Jordan, I've been looking at purchasing the contract you have under Quote IQ, but I don't know what it covers me on. Yeah, there's 2 different contracts in there. We've got the pressure washing contract, and then we've got a general contract. You're in pressure washing, get the pressure washing contract. It covers everything that you need. We initially spent, I want to say $700-800 to have an attorney write this thing up, and it is bulletproof. And then the beautiful thing is you can edit it. You need to edit it. You put in all of your company information. You put your, there, you will see what you need to do differently as you edit. But if there's stuff that you want in the contract, put it in there. It makes no difference, right? Let's see. If there are any naysayers in here, I would highly recommend you listen to and take notes from Mike here. James, I appreciate that. Any advice for college towns? Yeah, figure out who is making the decisions for the dormitory cleanings. That's huge business. We've got several colleges here. We've got it's Georgia Southern. It's the Armstrong campus. And about 3 years ago, we did every apartment or dorm on their campus, and that was a huge job. We've got Savannah State University, and we bid everything. We only got about 3/4 of it. But yeah, you find out who is making the decisions for that. Usually, like find the physical plant, walk in there, talk to guys, say, hey, who's in charge of like the cleaning? Figure it out, go talk to them, and go from there. And if you want to figure out my commercial script and how I land these jobs, that's one of the main things that we go over in the one-on-one training. So there's a link for that. If you're interested, you can fill out the form. If it's a good fit, you'll hear from us. So that's my advice, college towns. I've listened to Mike and others. The other thing about college towns is there is going to be a lot of rental properties. So I would look for property management companies in these rental towns. I've got 2 kids, both in college, and I pay rent to a property management company in 2 different cities. And so I've also been to these places, and a lot of them, they need pressure washing, and maybe they don't do it as much, but I think it would be a good connection to have. So look for, property management companies in these college towns. I think that would be probably something that would be good. James says, I've listened to Mike and others in their group, and the info that they are giving will put megabucks in your pocket if you listen, learn, and put into practice their advice. James, again, I appreciate that. And the key thing that James just said is you take the information and you actually do something with it. You implement it in your business. But if you just take it and you do nothing, then what's the purpose, right? Tune out, go away, don't watch my shit. But if you want to get better, if you want your business to grow, if you want this to be a real business and not just some side hustle, then listen, implement, take a deep dive into my channel, and I promise you, you're gonna find some gems that will really help your business grow. Jordan is full of questions. Would you say that doing bundle deals would be a bad idea for large chains? I'm looking at a gas station that have 50 plus locations near me. No, man, use everything you can possibly use to close these deals. And if it's a bundle, a bundle is not a negative thing. A bundle is providing more value, right? And the beautiful thing about bundles is, say you offer a bundle, right? And they're like, oh, that's a little too cheap. Or I'm sorry, they say that's a little too expensive. Then do you know what you do? Well, the beautiful thing is you've created a bundle. So now you can say, okay, I understand that that might be a little bit out of your budget, but we can remove this. Are we closer now to where you need to be? And they're like, well, yeah, but we really wanted that. I was like, okay, well then you got to pay more for that. So your base, it's chess. So think about that. Good things happen to great people. Oh, thanks, buddy. I quoted nearly $120,000 for my local college, but haven't gotten the contract for it yet. Gotcha. Well, I would be interested to know a little bit more about that, Jordan. Who you talked to, what you quoted, how you came up with that quote. What was the process, the quoting process, the nurturing process? Because that's where the deals are made, not just sending over a quote. What does the average pressure washing business make per year? Interested in getting into the business? That's a tough one, man, because there are all kinds of different businesses. That's like saying, how much does a local car lot make? Well, if he's really good, he's going to make a ton of money. If he's shitty, he's going to sell a bunch of shitty cars and not make any money, right? So, like Todd, who it's above and beyond soft wash here, Todd makes this year he'll make multiple six figures, and he's 2 years in, or maybe 3 years in. But Todd also invests in himself and his education and his knowledge and the equipment to get the job done efficiently and profitably, right? Those are key things that come into play. Todd has spent a lot of money to make a lot of money. You don't have to do that. But if you want to get to the level where he did as quickly as he did, you do, right? You pay to play. And so he is the exception by far compared to everybody else that's like, I'm going to go buy a 2.5 gallon per minute machine, throw it in the back of the minivan or the Honda Accord and go out and pass out flyers, right? That guy is going to make enough to buy a 12 pack. Okay. Todd has got enough to go and make and buy a Ford F-250, right? Significant difference there. So it all depends on you, what you're willing to invest in multiple things. And it's not just a monetary investment, right? So it's a tough call, but a well-run business with good marketing in place that can spend some money on marketing, that can get out there and get after it. And again, it's all market dependent too. One truck, one guy, not immediately, but can definitely do $150 to $200,000 a year, right? And that's somebody that's working his ass off and hustling and doing things right. So, and you can even scale up from there, right? Like Todd has. So just think about that. How much is the one-on-one training? Fill out the form. If you're a good fit, we'll give you a call and we will discuss it. But it's not cheap and it's not free. And if you're just starting out and you don't, it might not, you might not be ready for it yet. It's probably something that, a lot of people could truly benefit from, but it's just not in the cards because our time, our expertise, our knowledge, it's proven, it works. People have grown huge businesses because of this, and we're going to charge for it. Okay, I went to the facilities building and they sent me to all the department heads to talk to them. I did individual coach for each department. Great. Make sure you follow up. That's key. Huge. Let's see. I'm a big fan of. What you a big fan of, Gavin? What about professionally managed? I don't know what that means. So what does an average pressure washing professionally managed? Yeah, I answered that. So the local college hasn't cleaned their windows in years to the point they are frosted over, and they saw I cleaned windows and I removed 20 years of water stains. That's great. Closing in on 200,000 mark. Let's effing go. See, that is a prime example. 200K. Beautiful. And it's September, or what is it? Yeah. Is it September? I don't even know. August? That's terrible. Any suggestions on, hey, Thunder, on how to get contracts? I've got some locations of a company that love the service I do, but I have a contract, but I don't have a contract. Am I missing something? So contracts are great. Contracts are also only as good as the paper that they're written on, right? And so because we can write a contract, we can present a contract, their people take our contract, tweak it, send it back, so it's a little bit of a negotiation. If you've got a great relationship and you've proven and they call you, then, Do you need a contract? A contract is nice. It's a little bit of a, like a little security blanket, if you will, but not entirely necessary. I do like to have them because it allows me then to kind of push the jobs to when is best for our business. And a lot of companies will allow you to do this, which is great. So yeah, I mean, I just have the conversation like, hey, we could probably save you a little bit of money if we, put a contract together and we, locked you in for 2-year contract, multiple cleanings, right? Give them a reason to want to lock in, right? There's got to be a benefit for them as well as for you. Let's see. Just bought a Chevy flatbed, 8-gallon minute washer, and 12-volt soft wash. All the bells and whistles. Google is effing with me about verifying biz. Frustrated. Thoughts in going forward without Google. Mike, you need Google. And yes, there are lots of people that are struggling to get their GM or their Google profile up and running. People have got them up and then they get suspended. Just stay on top of it. Prove you're a legitimate business, right? You're going to have to jump through some hoops, jump through the hoops, and it'll work itself out. That's awesome, Jordan. My trailer bill is coming along and I hope to be done by month end, but I realize the season is coming to an end. Any recommendations for winter? Yeah, Christmas lighting, right? Christmas installations. I don't know where you're located, Taylor, but if you've got snow removal, gutter cleaning is something that is you can do, right? Leaves are falling. It's time to, start promoting that. Lots of little things like that. So the other guys in my area have 3,000 PSI homeowners and do mobile homes versus me large commercial jobs. That's awesome, man. So yeah, that's it. If anybody's got any more questions, I am about to hop out of this live, and we will go on with our evenings. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for the last hour or so. And if you've got any questions, you can leave them in the comment section. I always look at the comments and I always read the comments. And if you've got anything else right now, except you, Jordan, because you have exhausted your limit of questions for this live. And I'm kidding, but I'm out. So you guys have a good day. Have a good evening. Best of luck for the rest of the week. And again, if you have got, how far do you think I can push in expedition pressure washing build? I don't know, like an expedition, like a vehicle. I don't know. But I hope everybody has a great evening. And with that, hasta la vista.